Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial on Arduino Nano. So in today's tutorial, we are going to create a circuit and see how we can use a potentiometer to control the RGB LED. So let's get started. So the components that we need for the today's circuit are these. So we are going to require a potentiometer, 3 in total, and these are 1K each. We are going to require Arduino Nano to control the functional working or the control the input and the output to the RGB leg. We are going to need 3 RGB LEDs, one breadboard, some jumper cables, and some male to female jumper cables. All right, so let's begin with the circuit. So this is the circuit diagram. So we are going to create this circuit. All right. All right. So I've placed the LED first. So let me tell you a trick, right? So that you can like place it correctly. So as you can see, if I try to place it directly, it will not fit in, right? And why is that, you may ask? Because the legs are closer to each other than the pins are present on the breadboard. So what we can do is we can stretch the outer legs a little bit, right? And we can do the same with this leg also. All right, and then while placing it we need to push it together, right? We need to push these together before placing it, right? So let me place it. You need to make sure that you align the legs correctly. All right, and you have to make sure that they don't touch each other when you place them, right? As you can see, they are placed correctly. Okay, so we have one more LED that we need to place in. So I'm going to do the same thing with these legs also. Just a little bit of push will do the trick. You don't need to push them a lot, right? So there is a reason why I am placing them in the same rows so that we can short circuit these. As you know that the vertical rows of the breadboard are shorted. That's why because we need to create a common connection between the legs of the LED. So that's why we have shorted each one of them, right? So this is how we are going to place the LEDs. All right. All right. So now let's connect the potentiometer. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these two pins on the upside. All right. So let's put it. So we need to do a few more things. We need to provide ground and power to these and ground to the LED also. So let's quickly make that connection also. So the circuit is complete. I've also attached the nano to the wires, right? So these three wires are from the potentiometer and they are connected to A0, A1 and A2. These three wires are from the legs of the RGB LED. They are connected to D9, D10 and D11. These two wires are the power cables. So the yellow one is connected to the plus 5 and this green one is the ground, right? And this is the circuit connection, right? So I've connected these wires properly. So this blue ones are connected to the power source and they are connected to the left side of the potentiometer. These greens are the ground cables. They are connected to the right side of the potentiometer. So this is this complete circuit. So let's begin coding now. So this is our program. As you can see that we are not starting from scratch. This is the program that we used in Arduino tutorial number 5. So you can click on the I button to get to that tutorial also. All right. So first of all, I'm going to create a copy of this. All right. So it doesn't accept spaces in between. Even if we provide the space, then it will automatically convert it to underscores. All right. So this, I'm choosing this name. You can choose any name. It's up to you. So first of all, we need to define the input and output pins, right? All right. So pot means potentiometer, right? So we have chosen D9, D10 and D11 because these are PWM pins. So you can choose any PWM pins or any digital pins that support PWM, as you can see in this diagram, right? We can use D9, D10, D11 and also we can use D6, D5 and D3. And here we are using A0, A1, A2 for reading the input value from the potentiometer. You can also use A3, A4, A5, A6 or A7. So you can use any of the any out of these 7 pins. And for connecting the RGB LED, we need to use the PWM pins. So the reason of using PWM pins is we want to control the color saturation also. So we want to show different colors, not just the standard RGB colors, but we want to show the intermediate colors also. That's why we are using the PWM pins, right? All right. So these are our output pins. So we need to set these up also, right? And we're going to use the serial monitor also to see what value is coming in. That's why I'm going to leave it as it is, right? We need to make sure that wherever we had defined pot pin, we need to change it to one of the pins from the potentiometer, write value 1. So I'm going to call it the read value 1, right? So I'm going to display all of the values. Let me, all right. So this is how we are going to display all three values that were read, right? And we are going to write each of the values to different pins. So here we are not going to use a delay of 500 milliseconds. Instead, we are going to change it to 100 milliseconds. All right. So this is the complete program. I'll provide the link for the code in the description also. So let's uh, compile it and put it on the Arduino. All right, upload it on the Arduino. So I have connected my Arduino. It is connected to COM3, and we are using the old bootloader, and the board is set to Arduino Nano. All right, so let's upload it. Okay, so we are actually not. So we need to actually change this line, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to use serial print. Okay, and we are going to remove all of this. So let's try to compile it again. So this time I haven't uploaded directly. I've compiled it first. All right, it says done compiling. There is no error. Let's upload it. So it is done uploading. It seems like that it is still. Let us bring the serial monitor. So as you can see that it is reading some value, but it is not the correct value. So let's change it a bit and let's see what happens. So there is actually no change in the value. So there must be some misconfiguration right here, right? So we need to check what's the problem here. So first error that I see in the code is that we haven't initialized the pins correctly, right? So I've fixed the issue. Actually, the ground that we connected here was not actually, the problem was that we connected this yellow wire to the ground and this upper wire to the 5 volt, but it should be reversed, right? This green wire is for the ground. Let me connect it. So I'm using this ground right here, and this yellow wire, actually we need to, right? So this is the plus 5 volt and this is the ground cable. So let me connect it now, right? And let us upload this sketch again, and let us bring the serial monitor, right? You can see that these values are near the midway because all of our potentiometers are in the middle. Let us try to change these. As you can see, as I am changing, the color of the LED is also changing. Let me change this one now, right? All right, so let us again change it. So this is how you can get different values or different colors from the LEDs, right? Make sure that your potentiometer are not loose, otherwise you won't get the correct color saturation. So as you can see clearly that we are getting different colors. So we can just like play with it and we can just get different colors each time with each value, right? We can just change the intensity and we will get a different color, right? So this is it for this tutorial. So if you enjoyed the video, do like the video, subscribe to my channel and share the video. All right, thank you.